players that has been on the rise throughout the release of Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising, especially with this 2B. Not immediately available at the launch of the game, but Ladewaybac has certainly found their calling in this character in particular. And honestly, there's still so much to fear from Ladewaybac. The way that Ladewaybac changes up the pace of 2B pressure is so fascinating to watch over time, especially really try to capitalize on top of things that your opponent is not defending against in particular. So we'll see how Lade opens things up. Not a heavy start, which is usually the traditional starting. Let's see how you're going to handle this matchup.
Yeah, exactly right. You know, Narmaya has some pretty decent mid-range buttons and ways to try and make her way on through. You know, can be a little gimmicky with the command dash, especially into the flip, but no, tries to go for the L slash here, but Ladewaybac just takes the skies. And 2B, one of these characters with amazing jump-in normals.
Oh, absolutely. Medium series going to get guard canceled out. Xninebreaker will be defended against on this crescent slash. Ladewaybac not fighting. No necessary need to. This jump heavy. Backside going to hit with the extension after the Raging Chain. Big corner carry from that back EX special, too.
Excellent. Yeah. All right, there we go. Run up. Late tech. Still keeps X9 in the corner here, but trying to slow the pace down. You got 50 meter to your name and 2 diamonds. They're not going to save you from the hit, though. First round to Ladewaybac.
Great control from Ladewaybac throughout that first round in particular here. And even though Xninebreaker finally got away out of the corner, there's nothing. Oh, no! No! No, no, no! I can't. That's betrayal in the highest degree.
It be what it be, man. Sometimes the game just doesn't work out in your favor. Trying to find something off the throw post spot dodge, but link tech on both sides. Once again, we find the 5M for Ladewaybac at the back step 2. Run up with the shimmy. Really not a lot of damage, but now that we have X9 against the corner, we're going to build 100 off of this next starter and baits out the DP. This, not quite the kill.
You get animation here. It should be a fraction. Yeah, there it is. An excellent read from Jade-Su there, and still these callouts. I think it was just a bit of the panic there after that initial close heavy. Anti-airing in the correct way, but unfortunately, somebody's hurt box was lingering on the wrong side, so Crescent Slash goes the opposite direction.
Yep.
And that is tragic there. Xninebreaker just was not able to recover from that blunder that wasn't even your fault. That was just unfortunate circumstance for you.
Yeah, stuck in the corner post super with 1 HP to your name. You got to do something, you know, aggressive, or you're risking that chip out situation, right? But Ladewaybac able to keep the pace. But X9, okay, off to a decent start here. Now has Ladewaybac up against the corner.
Threat with the stand L here from Lade. Got the knockdown series here. Big jump in and able to recover it. Time the jump install did not work out in Lade's favor. Crossed up, unfortunately, here. Hold that guard button, but Mirage, nice, answers back. The float and the jump heavy, used a little bit of skill for that one, but the way that Lade plays, you want to keep cycling back for these skill points anyways. Very rarely do we spend like full combo extension into skills. It's a lot of combination strikes to build up that skill gauge, as you can see here.
Right, able to kill off that last hit, but tries to EX flip at least to escape the corner here, which is pretty good. One touch apiece, right? Because we have a decent amount of meter for X9, but not a decent amount of HP. Ladewaybac. 2L puts you on set point.
Very quick little 2L to open things up here. Ladewaybac able to capitalize. Same interaction we had last round, except we didn't waste the meter on this one here. Obviously because round just started, so we don't have that resource in that regard, but good awareness on Xninebreaker. Oh, so smart, but not able to get the punish that we're looking for here. Xninebreaker, excellent momentum, but Ladewaybac, massive start with this Raging Chain.
Pulled up with the dash cancel 2L. Really avoiding a lot of damage, but didn't avoid the Raging Strike. I like the idea of baiting out the BC, right? But, you know, that layer 2 of, oh, okay, when I see the Raging Strike come out from that same input, I have to be ready for the spot dodge or to be looking for that frame trap. But still, able to hold on, such dominating control in the corner. No kill off of the 2M, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Mirage able to get off the pressure from Xninebreaker and to get the staggered normals here. And I think that's what we were kind of fishing for off of that Brave counter attempt there in the corner. That marked on your calendar. Yeah.
Hell yeah. And I will see you guys there for that. But we're going to see some more Granblue action. Thank you guys for waiting. We got Xerom versus TiempoGris headed up next. This is going to be Charlotta versus Beatrix.
Believe in victory.
Very fun little matchup here, of course. Tiempo no stranger to this clash of titans, as it were here. A titan of damage and a titan of very difficult to lock down, because she's usually locking you down in the first place on the side of Charlotta. Nice far range poke here. Able to wall bounce immediately after, and let's see what we got after.
Yeah, All this off the walk back far M, ending up catching Tiempo on the way back down. A counter hit up against the corner here, especially with the SSBA or SBA behind it. Think you're just barely gonna live? Oh, that's the kill.
Oh, Lord. Yep, nice pacing here from Xerom to make complete control at the round start here. We get that max range far out. It's certainly going to be helpful.
There we go. Finally hit with the shining slashes all the way over to the other side. Tries to go for that dash H, but not going to find anything for Xerom, so we go for the UDP just to try and stabilize the situation.
It's locked in again. Yeah, unfortunately, Beatrix has one glaring weakness, is that her hurt box just lingers on top of a lot of her far-reaching normals. So you can kind of counter-poke with some of the normals from Charlotta here in a safe range without her being challenged too badly. So that far heavy, certainly a problematic button at long range, but also very susceptible to being whiff punished.
Here we go, and you find that frame trap off it as well. The heavy counter hit coming out from Xerom puts game number 1 on the board.
Yeah, there's some great stuff that Beatrix could do. Of course, she does have that invulnerable reversal. No anti-air here. It's scary, though. That timing for noble strategy is just so scary to try to get that anti-air.
Sometimes they go into the slide for it as well. The jump trajectory is just, a little quirky from Charlotta, right? So especially if you're not used to it, a character that I would say is still relatively uncommon, as far as representation goes. And now we're talking about the anti-air. Tiempo tries to go for it, but the air stall makes the timing on the 2H so awkward.
Stood up on the noble strategy here and tried to get the guard cancel. Xerom just with the nice little jump in here for the punish. Not victory yet. You're still surviving a little bit here.
Shining circle, send the ball, tries to go for the far L, but instead gets delta clocked off of the riding free. We're going to go immediately into the SSBA, and this evens up the diamond situation for Tiempo.
Evens it up here. One more interaction here. Oh no, that should be your answer, but you stick to your guns. The neutral jump heavy, you didn't follow through. That would have been riding free victory, but the far medium does get the victory here.
That was terrifying, right? Because Tiempo could have been able to kill if we were able to stall out just a little bit longer for that delta clock to come back up. But still, because we didn't have that available, needed to go for one more scramble. But who better to scramble than Beatrix, right? That far H so good, just holding down the space. Now, one round up for Tiempo. We're not worried from tying it up as well, and finally finds the 2H anti-air.
Chunk of damage, nice little lead.
Alright, send it with the DP. We got Fireball available. Xerom fighting with 1 HP, but so much meter in the bank, so we're going for the triple ult skill conversion. One touch apiece.
Let's give him a far reach normal here. Oh, that's chip, so just send it home with anything here. Calls out the DP. Could have even blocked it. Could have set your own invulnerable ladder if you wanted to, but the patience from Xerom here certainly pays off. Just look at that victory regardless.
Yeah, exactly. Once you're in that chip damage scenario, when your HP bar stops flashing green, that's when you're in an RPS definitely weighted outside of your favor, right? You can't hold any of this chip damage. You have to try and go for that last hit, but just waiting outside of that DP. Now, round number 3, the slash off of the noble strategy, but it's the immediate BC from Xerom.
Jeez. Number 1 hesitation there. It would have been an awkward 2H. A deep run-in. Ult Holy Ladder. Oh, you see the start up there of the 2H. Unfortunately, going to get blown up. Way too deep a jump in. Xerom off the wall.
Frames dive kick, but instead finds the challenge here with the H riding free.
Oh!
Okay, awkward trade here. Tiempo still so behind on the HP. One more hit for Xerom is all you need, but man, the U-ball is so safe just to try and get that last hit, especially up against the corner. 6-6M puts you on 1 touch, looking for the chip here, and the ball is going to do it. Xerom with the 2-0, qualifying into winner's side top 16.
Yes,
Anila, but this is definitely one of those characters that I think has turned from coughing baby into, not quite the nuclear bomb. But when you get hit by 6-6H, it is definitely an explosive start to the round. But let's see it. Yoru Sensei, once again, representing the 2B.
Yes, indeed. Nice spot dodge, but the medium chain will certainly ignore any sort of projectile here if it hits first. Far heavy, not going to press, that's fine. And look at the expenditure from Yoru here. A lot on skill, a lot on the medium fireballs here. The jump, the double to try to avoid everything for the ult sheet call.
BC immediately on the close H, so we're just going to get our way back out of the corner and jump out, dodge on the grappling hook.
Ooh. Right here. Ooh, side swap again, though. Yoru not ready for the staggers, but does open up with heavy. That's a great start. Strip another break point away. Good life lead. Lost the threat, though, of the meter in this corner, but I don't think we're going to need it too much. Out of skill, we've got a couple sequences of light series, and that'll do. Nice.
Ooh, tried to run up. Yeah, Brave counter. Tried to come out here from Awesome. You had the diamonds for it, but Yoru Sensei, clean read to run up for the throw. Man, it was so active, it caught out the spot dodge too. Awesome, just waiting it out, riding, not quite riding free, but riding on the sheep at least all the way to the corner against Yoru Sensei.
Nice. 2M. This sequence here, the 2U, very sneaky, covered by the sheep as well in the corner, and let's go for the Raging Strike here. Just a quick opener.
There we go, round on the board here for Awesome. One apiece, taken to the skies with a super jump, but yeah, you know, 2B is one of these characters that can really have that aerial dominance if she's ready for it, right? That JH, so pesky to try and deal with, and also catches you out with a parry.
Ooh, nice 5U. Something that we can see a little bit more often, right? And something I was hoping to see more at the outset of 2B. She does have those opportunities to go for 5U. After this one for block strings, it kind of creates this little pseudo frame trap scenario where if the opponent presses, you get an immediate challenge right after.
Yep. All right, now we send it with a super. 1 BP down for Awesome, but again, last time we were up against the corner, we knew that we were looking for the Brave counter, so Awesome just one more step ahead, knows we're looking for that throw to bait it out, and we send it immediately with a close L.
Heavy, not able to follow through too high on that one. Close L here, off the wall, not enough meter to get a finish here, so Raging Strike start and sends it home.
All right, Awesome. Going to be taking the first game here. And now, looking at this, right, I feel like a lot of folks would see 2B versus Anila, Yoru Sensei, who's been tearing it up in so many of these brackets, and really think Awesome kind of has the uphill battle here, but showing the power of the Anila, not afraid to take to the skies a lot of times, even against this 2BJH. But still, you got to watch the grappling hook.
Yes, absolutely. Medium series to carry to the corner. I think Anila gets a lot of success in this matchup off the initial knockdown, simply because of the fact that 2B doesn't necessarily have that wake-up challenge without meter, and Awesome does on the side of Anila. She does have that wake-up DP option. Not the greatest wake-up DP, but it's certainly, you know, a meterless option there.
Exactly. We'll take it. Oh, there we go. And we find the poke out on the far L. Didn't believe in the setup here for Yoru Sensei off of the stall, but no, you don't need to believe. It's the SBA for the straight-up kill on Yoru Sensei's side.
And usually that does no damage. So take what you can get off of the SBA here from 2B. That run up, 5L. Actually, I think that crushed a 2L attempt there from Awesome.
All right. Ooh. Nice. We do find the 6XL out of the corner. Sheep isn't going to link off of it, though.
5U calling out that 2L again. Jump medium, but no conversion here. Yoru, oh, good air-to-air interaction. A little bit too high for the gauntlet strike.
Yeah. Caught you out of the ultimate fluff it we ball, but still we're going to try and send the sheep to escape the corner. We have all the BP in the world, but a lot of times we're waiting until we're low on the HP to use these Brave counters, so just sitting in the stocks right now. Yoru Sensei with another super.
Yeah, the Sensei here just wants to establish that we have a lead, and now you're in throw range, right? Like one final touch will be enough to get the kill. Cash tries to sneak in that heavy for that counter hit.
There we go, the link into the U-Sheep here. We're going to hop on over. I wonder if that's what we were looking for. For Awesome, we got so much corner carry just to swap the sides, but still, we had the BP and the meter to close it out.
Wow, you had them dead to rights, Yoru. How?
I know.
All right, nice stagger 2L. Again, that's the side swap of the open here, where Awesome also tried to attempt a 2L, but Yoru with the faster normals on 2B. Some of them further reaching a little bit, depending upon which ones you use, especially that medium that we see so often.
Immediate BC on the close L. Didn't want to hold any of that pressure, and again, the dash cancel 2L, the quick low check.
combo limit here. Let's get the stagger buttons, Raging Strike. Let's 2U into SBA, and we'll send it home.
Pod A, B, and C coming together here for the SBA. Yoru Sensei ties it up one apiece.
Great call out here. Again, all the stagger pressure, especially off these 2Ls, certainly getting a lot of mileage here for Yoru Sensei. And it helps with a character like 2B because she has that advancing normal opportunity, so she doesn't have to worry about making sure she's pressing into medium. It just usually kind of autopilots forward. Nice 2H. My God, awesome. Quite literal.
Off the command leap as well. You Sheep keeping it going.
It's 5U. Oh, wow. Awesome. Quite a brave Amare here. It does pay off. Nice little lead in the health game. SSBA early from Yoru. It'll strip out the entirety of the brave points here. That's a big boom for Yoru on these next interactions going forward. This is your comeback moment. 5M is the start because you know Awesome doesn't block on wake up quite yet.
Not a wake-up block believer, but tries to go for the confirm with the Raging Strike to stabilize the combo. Too far away to get the confirm. Too far away from the corner. Even if we did hit, but we send the pod from downtown to avoid the DP.
I wonder with it being a critical counter hit, or not critical hit, excuse me, that's a little way today, but the counter hit from Heavy, we should have been able to follow through with another 5H. I know it's a slower start, but it should have triple attacked. Either way, Yoru's still able to close off with the bombs. And now Raging Chase in the corner, establishing a strong lead.
Safe ender off of the pot A, but you're spaced out so awkwardly, right? We have long-range normals from Anila, but definitely a little slow on the 2U. Scared to try and challenge with it. Yoru keeps the pressure up in the corner, but like you said, Zero, we are not looking to block on Wake Up. It's a close L.
Yeah, that is unfortunate because Yoru was a little bit early on that meaty 2L, so it's going to get counter hit from Awesome, able to press that 5L right on top of Yoru. Not quite taking the lead here, but you're out of brave points. Tries to go for the Mirage, and Awesome calls it out. Off the wall we go. Oh, that'll do.
There we go. 5H Sheep call. Now Awesome, Yoru Sensei, both on set point. It's final round.
So nerve-wracking because Yoru has been consistently opening up Awesome. But the problem with 2B is that her damage output doesn't quite match how often, you know, she's opening up your opponent here, so it's a little bit more work for Yoru.
Yeah, that's unfortunate on the attempt at the pod call out there, right? The delay ended up catching the late recovery frames of that spot dodge, so Awesome already down 40%, looking for something off of this U leap.
Okay, that skill for that one here after that parry. 2U, oh, full extension, you're gonna spend super.
Yeah, still not gonna be able to quite kill off of this, but 1 HP in a dream does Awesome. Send it with a close L. No, we look for the media on Yoru. Finally holding on to the down back, but gradually scared of that chip damage situation.
Huge 2H here from Awesome. Get out of that corner, but Yoru's already done a substantial amount of damage here. Chained up, it's still your turn. Try to back off to grab potentially a whiff throw. But that DP called it out. And at the end, though, Yoru with the medium fireball finish.
Narmaya's made it out into the winner's side, and now if Dragalia wins, it's going to be that Narmaya mirror for losers top 16. But back up to the winner's side, like you said, Zero, we got Ibis versus Grisk.
Wow, Versusia, quite the character here, but unfortunately she suffers from some slower startup here with Grisk starting with a dash M. That's a great call out here because that was a grenade special starter from Ibis, which will get immediately shut down. I can't believe you interrupted the down special from Grisk right there.
There we go. Oh, send out the ult balls, but ult firewall is going to clear it. No virus is here, so we're able to escape and jump right back out to the mid screen.
Oh, nice spot dodge on the pillar. Great call out. Grisk has done their homework on this matchup here in particular. But we have the ult grenade, so it's got the crumple state corner carry. Does get the 5U activation. Nice.
There we go. Tried to go for the parry, but ready for it on Ibis' side. There we go. We got 50 for a U ender. I still don't know if it's quite going to be able to kill. We have Raging Strikes as well, and we send it. The U skill ender for Ibis takes round number 1.
Just a good rule of thumb, if it's anywhere around that super bar for Versusia, yeah, she can likely route the kill so long as she has all her abilities available to her. And SBA on deck too.
Exactly, she's got the stance up as well. Follow-ups on these specials to try and keep that turn up, but yeah, you got to get that turn started in the first place. Grisk is keeping you locked down, finds the hit off the bump.
Oh, wow. So alt DP, ground send, no additional follow-up. Guard canceled to take our turn right back. Yep, challenge for 2L. Got the 5U conversion here. Still not quite opening up. Grisk in control right now.
Off of the EX bonk. Yeah, whiff on the follow-up, so Ibis just waiting for another whiff punish opportunity, but still rough on the HP as you're getting pushed over to the corner. This might be one hit for Grisk.
We see how aggressive we're being at the close range. I mean, it's a great call here from Grisk, but with no break points, this is Versusia we're talking about. You're actually dying for this one here. Wait a minute.
And you know, next hit, it's probably going to be able to kill anyway. Oh my god, I really thought that it wasn't going to kill, but we had that last hit of the U skill. Ibis takes game number 1.
I got scared with the routing in particular. So like, oh, you have SSBA, so it should be able to kill here because you stripped out all the break points from Grisk. But the fact that you carried over with that grenade and then ended up with the special right after your U stance, like that was perfect there from Ibis to close the round.
Ooh, send the ball into EX pillar. Ultimate ball at least, I was gonna say lets us run back out of the corner, but good spacing from Grisk to be able to send out that 2L on the run.
Absolutely. Jump in here, knock at the door with these 5Ls. Stance again with Orchid. Not gonna work though. Far heavy, didn't follow through with the second hit there from Ibis.
Okay, ultimate firewall, looking for the spot dodge. Yeah, it's a lot easier to, you know, try and use defensive mechanics against that firewall now in 1.5. Speaking of defensive mechanics, we're sending out the BC to try and hold on Grisk. Worse for wear right now on the HP.
Okay, wait, tech. There's the medium. Nice spot dodge on the back special there. Ibis, wait a minute, what are we doing?
Looking for the spot dodge. The SBA finds no purchase from Grisk. Now Ibis on set point.
My goodness, a very scary position. What a call out from Grisk there. I wonder if we thought a 5U activation, maybe? Which would be such a big risk from Ibis to try to attempt. Still our turn after that teleport here.
Sending out some far Ls here in this awkward mid-range, but trying to hit for Grisk. Lots of corner carry, but doesn't find the conversion into 6XL far L. Trying to swipe on the wave down here. Nothing found off the Rekka. There we go. Well, really didn't get you too much there for the 50 meter, but off of the scramble, Ibis finds another hit. Still not going to be able to kill with Raging Strike because you got no meter behind it for the chain. Now one more touch off of the orb. It's Ibis with a 2-0.
My goodness. I love to eventually we just divulge into the far-reaching medium buttons as well from Versusia.
Yeah, especially if you don't have that matchup experience. The pillars, the orbs, everything to get around here. But we got Havaniceday versus Arkangel, which is now going to be Zeta versus Belial. A couple pretty popular characters this patch and in previous ones as well, right?
Yeah, it's been very interesting. Like the Belial in particular has been really standing out as the alternative character for a lot of Nier players. Like a lot. I mean, Koji Coco was representing Belial throughout the UFA bracket. We've seen Nier also representing Belial. So there's been a few change-ups across the board. Zeta also one of those characters that's kind of changed up a little bit. But, you know, of course, that's some universal mechanic changes that have changed for her in particular. And calling out some fuzzy interactions.
Chat asking where's the Belial Battle Pass skin. Havaniceday is trying to keep us monetized, and I appreciate it for that. I'm not gonna lie, but I do love this Battle Pass skin on the Crimson jacket. Anti-Ed with the 2H, but not able to find the confirm off of EX Goisha.
Dash. Pull it right back in here. Hey, wait a minute. This is rated T for teen. You can wear that summer outfit and not get banned.
Oh yeah, you're chilling. Never mind, we're good. And we pull up for the throw, which is not good for Arkangel right now. We send it with a parry. Havaniceday knows they're feeling a little frustrated in this corner, so instead it's 4 throws in a row for round number 1. Help!
Battle 2. Engage.
2 dash M's to start. Okay.
There we go. Send it 5H. EX Goisha. This is going to be a good confirm here for Havaniceday. 2M just trying to poke out in the mid-screen here, but not a lot of special cancels or RPSing with the parry as well after it, so Havaniceday just feels so content to try and challenge every single time.
Absolutely. Especially using that Goisha to interrupt that DP again. Like, Havaniceday in control up until this DP does get blocked Arkangel able to go coast to coast.
There we go. We stagger with the 5Ls. I was wondering when we were going to see that 5U, right? So tricky with, you know, either you go for the base version or the charge version. It's a little bit more pushback, even though you're minus and maybe gets you a spacing trap. But instead, we're just running up with a 6-6L here for Arkangel.
Where we at? We got 2 diamonds now stripped away. Oh, it's over.
You know, off of the starter, I really did not believe Arkangel was going to be able to kill even with the SSBA. And then I remembered all SSBAs take the 2 diamonds, man. You're dying.
Battle 3.
Diamonds are not forever in this game. They have lied to you. Right back in here, of course. We got the coast-to-coast carry as Modius. Dude, that was 3 2Ms, and you're still calling out the parry with the 2-8. Jesus.
Crazy work, man. I'm gonna be so for real. Trying to space out with the 2M. Finally finds it off of the attempt to look for that 6-6H. Sending out the laser. First time we've seen it this set, but Ultimate Goetia gets you all the plus frames in the world and the leap to the mid screen. But speaking of ult skills, right, we think immediately of Zeta. We're just gonna send it.
Love that combo round. It's so fun.
Yeah, we were just barely out of the 50-meter too, so I like that adjustment from Arkangel. We didn't have the third ult skill ready. But Havaniceday, an ult skill ready of his own. Send it with the ult Goetia. Modius, but scared to challenge.
There's that far M. Raging Strike will take the round. Look at that. Have a nice day with the first game.
Yeah,
Has there been a match with Silver Belial? Go ahead. I
like what we're seeing from Arkangel, you know, with the 6-6Ms. You know, we're seeing a couple of these tools rotated, but I feel like, you know, we're kind of remembering these options on the fly and not kind of rotating them in a way that's, oh, I think Havaniceday is going to look for this reaction now, so let me look for the answer to it. But I'm against the wall here for game number 2.
Oh, misinput there? Yeah. I think it was supposed to be ult. Otherwise, it would have been a very interesting reset into command grab there, like a very telegraphed one. If Arkangel would have got grabbed by it, it would have been your fault.
Yeah,
Pulls it right back in. The plus frames off the Goetia, of course. More opportunity to get closer. Full extension in the corner. EX. 2M would have connected there.
And found the poke with the 2M as well. Stuck against the corner with Belial and all the plus frames in the world. It's scary to try and escape here. Arkangel, 1 round away from being sent to the loser's side.
Ooh. That's such a shame to lose out on the Fireball War, not once, but twice. A 5U as Modius. Yo, what is the even for anymore, kids? Like, there's no point.
Saying.
Just don't throw it out there, Arkangel. Don't do it. All you Zeta players, don't do it.
Yeah, it's scary, right? You know, Havaniceday just has a read on exactly when we're looking for that parry. Down to 50%. 50 meter in the bank for Arkangel as well, but what's that going to get you? Ult beam, ult parry, when so many times Hava has been locked in on your defensive options.
Bro, it's a very scary situation. We've called out with that Goetia before, and the far heavy first hit connects. That'll do.
A 2-0 for Havaniceday to make it into winner's side.
It will be interesting to see with the changes on Yuel in particular. That overhead now becomes much more of a threat, so you have to be very ready for that interaction to either interrupt or be ready to block.
Yeah,
It's
it's scary for Yuel, right? Because we have this, you know, just barely reactable, or, you know, some would say unreactable overhead out of the stance now, right? But doesn't get you a full confirm outside of a counter hit. So how are we going to get our opponent to try and mash on the stance, I think is what Toriku is thinking here as we look for this first round.
I mean, this is a strong position to be in here. Makes it a little more manageable when Yuel hits stance, though, right? Like, because she now has to actually put out the counter as opposed to let it automatically come out. This conversion kills, though, because, of course, Yuel able to convert in some big damage.
Yeah, strong first round coming out here from Toriku. All right, let's see it, Ktang. Are we going to go even more aggressive? Are we going to try and slow down the pace? Round start backdash from both of them to try and, you know, put a little bit more space in between.
Dash through. A little bit of a start here for Ktang, but not too far off for Toriku on the opposite side. Nice challenge. Holy smokes.
Yeah, just barely out of range of that 5L, knows the spacing, so Toriku looks for the challenge, but we're going to flip our way back out of the corner. Toriku not quite ready for it, and 100 meter for Ktang to refill the diamonds.
Substantially Staggers with the 5L. Does open up off Crescent Slash. Doesn't have enough meter for any sort of kill, but oh, never mind. I don't know what I was talking about.
We got damage in droves here, and both of those rounds seeming pretty commanding for both of them, right? So see who can pull ahead in this momentum. In round number 3, the super jump JH behind the back here for Toriku.
Crossed up. Not a good look.
Gets the corner, plus frames on the 2M, so we send the MDP from Toriku. I like it.
Trying to run it with the throw, but ult DP. Ktang was ready for it. Get the air-to-air challenge here. Toriku was able to be active first.
Send it with the EX Setsuna and runs up right outside of range of the button from Toriku with the U Setsuna as well. Not quite going to be able to kill off of the airborne starter, but not the throw tech. Gets chip damage situation too.
Oh. Okay, wait, but Ktang, stay calm. You're going to be okay. You're gonna be fine.
Lucky, and I know it's a 2 against 1, but you got the sword behind you. I know you're looking for that chip damage off of that Setsuna, but still runs up into the U DP unless we went for something crazy like a run-up spot dodge. Once you see Toriku in your face, the UDP hedges a lot of those bets.
Absolutely, and that was a close L here from Toriku. So that was also a very scary bet. It's that gamble coin toss interaction in those final moments there. If I don't press, my opponent does. Or do they? Like, that is the fear, and you have to hope for the best. 5L was a fine option for Toriku, but like you said, that DP is sitting there. Nice back throw from Ktang, opting for the west side of the screen.
Mid screen here for the mid best himself. U Setsuna for a clean pickup off of that space out to M. Like the stabilization and the routing coming out from Ktang. Yeah, walk up for the close L. It's a safe jab, but you can't safe jab UDPs, right? They're just too fast for the recovery, especially with the screen slowdown. So now 50 meter apiece. But Toriku rough and looking worse for wear on this HP.
It's heavy. Nice Crescent Series into the super sky, well, regular skybound dart. Not quite enough for our kill, but we are in that throw territory. Being able to see Ktang steal away in between some of this offensive pressure from Toriku.
Oh no! To the Setsuna to avoid being put into the chip situation, and also the Fluff Dipper to avoid the DP as well. We didn't get too much mid screen off of it, but now a little bit of space to work with. Got spacing trapped off of the U leap as well. It's not quite a wall bounce, but now they're both one touch apiece. Again, the backstep doesn't work out.
There was the moment you had enough green to survive that next interaction. It was not chipped there. It was literally you had to get one more hit after that DP to survive. There was a sliver of green still there. Ktang made a hard bet that Toriku was going to press again.
That was terrifying as well, right? We send it with the far L. I really thought that DP wasn't going to reach, but ended up catching the extended hurt box. But Toriku ends up catching you with a raging strike.
Plus frames here. Good alt DP. Air throw on the Crescent Slash. Very quick reaction for Toriku.
And we did stance overhead, pulled up into the low. The 2M ties it up. We are one apiece here in this top 8 qualifier.
Very different round here for Toriku. A little more frantic throughout the set, but also being able to shut down a lot of the offensive options for Ktang. I think that sends a strong message here. But we'll see if Ktang can make an adjustment going into this. We've seen a couple times that this Setsuna, oh geez, Setsuna is certainly trying to keep Toriku honest. I'm hoping to see a little more accurate air-to-air interactions with Ktang.
Yeah, a lot of... Oh, take it to the air, exactly like you said, Zero. Not quite air to air, but the flip is going to catch out Toriku here, down to 50%, and we jump right over the Psycho Crusher.
Yes. 5L was a quick interrupt there from Toriku. Dash up into throw after the stance.
Yeah, we catch you with the parry as well. Spend the 50 for it, we might as well. Oh, and we grab right out of the Fluff Dipper too. Toriku really looking to try and poke something out. On the plus frames, I understand. You blocks flame, and we're gonna BC right back.
Hold the overhead so quick!
Scary. Oh, but tapped on the dome with the EX flip. I wonder what we were looking for there, because we don't see a counter. Maybe tried to jump on Wake Up to try and avoid it, but now it's set point Ktang. And speaking of the jump, the double neutral jump round start here, trying to slow down the pace from both sides.
Setsuna here, not quite there for the 2H. Ktang even respected a little bit of extra time. Does get the counter hit heavy.
There we go. The wall bounce too, but okay, we avoided the BC, but so many of these awkward scrambles up against the corner, even while having the right reads. Toriku so ahead, both on the meter and on the HP.
Going to that 2M, off the wall we go. Fully extend this route, not going to get your SBA, so you're going to spend for the crumple. Yeah, the 5L, you catch the hit, you expect your opponent to block, you can sneak up a throw right after.
Yep. We really haven't seen a lot of U flips, so while you can look for the 2H there, it's scary when you haven't seen it the entire set, but Toriku unafraid to tie it up and bring us to final round.
Battle 3.
Fighting tooth and nail for each round here. Dash L will get challenged by the far M. Good call out from Toriku.
Poking on through, we got the spaced out stance, we got the 2M as well.
Oh! One little backdash away from the guard cancel here. The Ktang finding that DP.
Oh, in the stance, yeah, once again, it doesn't give you the auto parry, especially when you're that far away, especially because, you know, we have to manually go into that parry stance. Sends it with the far L, but no confirm, so Ktang off the scramble finds a confirm into ultimate sets it up.
Look at that DP ender for damage. Walked into it though. I'm not sure if Ktang thought that we were going to end the combo there.
Yeah. Ooh, run up TK flip, and with the RC, we're cashing out for a 2-1. Ktang makes it into a winner's side top 8.
That was a scare. Next top 16 qualifier is here. Inochi versus Xerom. It is going to be Nier up against Charlotta. Inochi, one of the last few remaining Nier players out there. I mean, they're still out there, right? A lot of them are still playing Nier, but that pocket pick has certainly become more prevalent across the cast. Inochi, I don't believe it's really switched out from this character since those changes happened, and it's still finding a lot of success with her.
Yeah, if we're talking about Nier loyalists, Nier believers, Inochi is definitely one of the first that comes to mind, right? Even thinking, oh man, this character definitely a good amount weaker than previously, right? Has to think so much about this stock management, especially when death is off the screen. Now we're waiting so long. This character doesn't have the specials that we know her for until that comes back up. So Inochi already down 50%.
Nice. All right, so we got a full combo here, already at 4 stock. So that's going to be a long recovery time with this final one. You try to send it with SBA. And it's not going to work. That's a full punish.
Yeah, ends up being safe on the jump in from Xerom, and that's the SBA in return for the kill. Yeah, that's a heartbreaker. Looking for the AA super.
I feel like that was the do or die scenario here. I'm down to 1 stock anyways, and death goes away, then I'm going to be out for a long time. Won't be able to defend myself. Counter hit, close range, good stagger from Xerom.
Kind of with the overhead slash, but we're going to send the UDP just to try and slow it down a bit. Yeah, the U-ball up against the wall. Okay, drop there. Might have been the kill for Xerom, but BC for BC. All the diamonds in the world right now.
Substantial lead here for Xerom. It's all right to spend the brave counter here. Inochi is getting a little worse for wear.
Yeah, BC saw the second command queued up off of the ultimate death grip. Spot dodge is caught out by the ball. Xerom for game number 1.
That's the thing, is Inochi had to spot dodge here. With death being dropped off the field and you already put yourself into chip territory, spot dodge was your only answer to try to survive.
Oh my god, we're just leaping all the way across the screen. Didn't want to wait for any of those anti-airs. Instead, Inochi finds a back throw, but still gets hit in the scramble after.
Ooh. Got to the ground before Inochi did. That's a very quick dash M. Holy cow. The moment you started dashing, your dash M came through. That's crazy. Right. Dash H here. Coast to coast carry. 5U to recall death a little bit early. But now you've given up so much. You had that corner position. Health is looking dire. Nice 2U.
There we go. Not quite the volleyball combos we're used to seeing, but 4 stocks in the bank, don't even need it. The air-to-air air throw from Inochi.
Battle 2. Engage.
All right, back down to earth, but take it to the skies herself. Instead, we find the hit off the 2M. There we go.
Oh no.
Really unsummon as well. There we go. Try and stall it out here with the 6-6L, but all we can really get is an unsummon round.
Whoa. Yeah, reacting to another interaction that was supposed to happen there in particular. maybe expecting the Helm Splitter from Xerom and was hoping to get the immediate guard cancel, but that was not coming through. Noble strategy low. Xerom now knows that Inochi is looking for a specific interaction, so we can play around with this noble strategy in multiple different ways. SSBA rather, with one stock left. Let's get that damage boost.
Oh, but it's still not enough. Just a sliver ready for Xerom. Tries to close it out with the 6XM, but knows you're looking for that round closer as well. Xerom holds on strong.
With death off the table here. It's a no-hold-bar brawl where Charlotta will come out on top for a round.
Tried to do it a second time in the row. Ino thinking surely he doesn't block it this time, but just waiting for it. Knows you're looking for any way to try and steal it out. Now it's set point Xerom, especially off this counter hit. You are in a rough spot. We got 50 meter for the UDP. Yep.
Sends death. That's a quick smack, and she's down and out for a little while.
Yeah. JU, now we gotta wait for that full bar to come back up. 6-6M Xerom. He's gonna have to take a lot of risks to get this last hit.
Brings it back in with the ominous turn. 5U will try to get death back sooner rather than later. Oh, nice anti-air.
Oh, that's not quite enough to kill. We flash the reflector. Maybe looking for a U skill there on Xerom's side, but not gonna work out. 100 meter for Inochi, and it's scooped up into the parry. That's SSBA. Should be the kill to tie it up 1 apiece.
Very unfortunate there for Xerom.
Believe in victory.
But at the end of the day, Inochi's still coming out on top and making excellent calls, especially at low stock on death when to spend these supers. But Xerom's navigating the space so well, making these quick 5L interruptions against death. 5U goes unanswered here. Inochi will be able to sneak in a throw.
I like that empty jump in, baiting out the parry, but instead, Xerom just gonna jump right back out of the corner once again. Inochi down to 50, has 50 in the bank, and once again, we see it with the UDP to immediately look for the escape. Oh my god.
Wait, oh. Golly, you better be, though. That was 75% spent on your meter. Yeah, all right.
Good, great googly moogly is my only reaction, I'm not gonna lie, but we sent the JU sandwich right between yourself and death, and pretty quick until we have the death stocks back up here for Ino. Up, run up for the 2M meaty just to make sure we keep the pressure on. Baits out the parry once again, but we lost the scramble after previously, so we're just gonna look for meaty.
Almost feel like at this point we just start looking for anti-air because now, you know, she's jumping in empty and calling out that 5U every single interaction.
Jump in. We have that JU air stall, but haven't seen it in quite some time, but we have seen the shining slashes from Xerom. Are we gonna spend a second Raging Strike? No, we go for the ultimate noble strategy. Up against the wall. It's the finish with the RS. Xerom makes it to winner's side, top 8. Like you said, you know, a Arc World Tour qualifier in previous tours. It's, you know, boding well for their losers run. But we got a Iago Garaitz versus Yoru Sensei here, back into this top 16.
Yes, indeed. And real quick call out. Let's get those Matcherino codes used up, please. Exclamation point Matcherino for free money into the pot. By using those claim codes, it helps out TampaNeverSleeps so much, but it helps out the players even more. So let's get into this set here in particular. 2B, again, we've seen before out here on the side of Havaniceday, excuse me, not Havaniceday, Ladewaybac a little bit earlier. And of course, Yoru Sensei now representing as well.
You know, they have a pretty similar vibe to their names, right? Oh, have a nice day, man. Oh, I'm Ladewaybac. I'm big chillin'. But can you be chillin' against Ferry, right? You know, one of these characters that we looked at the changes and we thought, oh man, Ferry's gonna have a rough time in 1.5. But, you know, as the patches kind of developed, right? You know, seeing players like Meepaw, like Iago, kind of play this character more and more, we're thinking, I don't know if the, you know, Ferry player base has really just leveled up a lot of these setups, or 1.5 has enabled her to really have a lot of this dominance, but sending it with the EX up dog.
I always feel like a lot of her pressure, like that made her strong, really didn't change necessarily. Like, of course, there's some of the buttons that you can now kind of jump and block, but for the most part, her setups are still just as potent. You've reduced damage on her fuzzy setup, which is like the go-to for a lot of Ferry players. But ultimately, that game plan just did not change for her. She's still an annoying character to try to approach. They tried to make it a little easier for those approaches in a very interesting way, but it does still give a lot of mileage. At the same time, though, you see Yoru being such a bully, and this is a lot of times where Ferry in particular really struggles.
God, and catches out the backstep with the 2-1 for you. I was going to say earlier that, yeah, this parry is probably something that's going to be very pesky for Iago, right? Something to have to worry about. Not something that Yoru is going to send every single time, of course, trying to maintain that skill gauge, but no, instead, the spacing from Iago is so good.
Oh, absolutely. Beautiful anti-air here. You saw that step back, too, from Iago, just to make darn sure that 2H is going to connect there.
Man, the GG toss into the, you know, spaced out, keep you up against the corner, up dog, and then it confirms into the SBA too. Iago, yeah, right up there in the combo limit. Didn't have 25% more meter for a Raging Chain, but now it's chip damage territory. Yoru really has to send it.
Oh, it has to, 100%. Literally anything is going to work out into chip. That is a game for Iago. And again, like you made some great call out here too, right? Just that parry, certainly a great threat for Ferry. The back medium special, oh god, nice parry, speaking of. Back medium special, also a great threat to get the chain out there to pull yourself right back in. Even medium special will contend in neutral more often than not against a lot of Ferry setups here. But this position, you're not going to be able to get out of this corner so easily.
Yeah, and I think it's easy to think of Ferry, especially with the up dogs, you know, especially getting combos off of them when you have GG set up behind them, to think, oh, this character is really good at the anti-airs, right? But to be someone really good at baiting out even some of the best anti-airs, the highest reaching ones as well. But I'm talking all this smack about the anti-airs, and we're going to end the combo with up dog into hula hoop. Iago on set point.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, in terms of counter zoning, it's going to be very tricky for 2B to really effectively challenge without spending skill gauge. So you want to try to dominate this corner position as fast as you can, as we see here. You can threaten some of that medium and heavy button pressure here as a whip punish, especially on the side of 2B.
A walk back, a little shimmy action. I really thought we were going to land into the GG as well, but it's not quite GG's just yet. Both of these players, 50%, 100 meter to their name, but now no diamonds for Iago. So one more hit from Yoru Sensei really kills with an SBA.
So careful with the throw, set up, does extend right after here. That's the thing, that's information overload in the corner. You saw GG, you saw the super, you have to interact with something. GG was a medium setup, so that's going to be delay explosion, allowing for Yoru. Actually, I think that wipes super. Someone correct me, I think if you get hit by a guard cancel, it wipes super.
One thing for us to find out.
Yeah.
But we're going to find out how this top 8 is looking. Our first match of the winner's side here. We got Ktang versus Havaniceday. Some Narmaya Belial action.
Absolutely. Ktang, of course, going to have an interesting time up against Havaniceday on this Belial. Nice tech. Ooh. All right, so we got our heavy counter hit. Big follow-up here for Ktang. Not quite going to build up enough meter to get super, so of course we send in that sets in a restand.
Zero, I saw a tweet recently that was like talking about the Granblue Gacha game. They're like, I'm so happy we made it this far, but we're just thinking about the early gameplay. We really improved. I wonder how we survived this long. And someone quote tweeted it with an Narmaya body pillow. I'm just thinking about that tweet as we go into this you know, next post throw situation. Do we go for a third? No. Instead, it's JH for all the plus frames in the world. 100 meter on both sides too, but baits on the BC with the backdash. Have a nice day, man.
I feel like that tweet just should have stayed in the draft, Jade. You just sent that out of main. We got it, folks. We got Jade-Su. Clip it and ship it, baby. We're thinking about body pillows as we're about to die in this round. Have a nice day.
Now we're thinking about body bags, man, but you still got a little bit left in the tank. It's not quite chip damage just yet, so we try and send it with the BC. Could be one touch if we're able to get a good hit, but I don't even think 6XL is able to kill with an SSBA. But what if we just sent it all the way with the unfinished super? Okay, we got Ktang with the first round.
My God. You know, the reaction, the wherewithal to recognize the far medium and call it out, to understand the tendency of Havaniceday to be able to send that super. Not only is that brave, but that is such a brave one, like, just locked in Ultra Instinct moment there. Oh, not that DP. That was very bad.
Not quite gonna work out here, but we got UDP. Try to stabilize the situation. Okay, awkward knockdown there because the second hit didn't actually end up working out here. But spot dodge going right through both hits of the 5HH.
DP here, a couple crouch mediums. What do you mean a Granblue comic it got mentioned? What do you mean comic? Like, The one that's in the game, because I know they have the comic on the gacha.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right. It is funny to see merge of characters be canonical, right? Uma Musume has like dolls of the characters in the anime and in the gacha, but oh no, tried to gacha with the ultimate Goisha, all the plus frames in the world, but we spent the BC, but it's still not enough. A round on the board for Havaniceday.
People are thinking about Narmaya body pillow, but the one thing that actually saved this game in particular, the summer Belial outfit, of course, slam dunk. Haps talking about it since vanilla, folks. Just go back in the VODs. You'll see it. There is evidence. I put that out there.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, tried to go for the Asmodeus, but the EX Setsuna stops you in your tracks post-splash. Summer Beelzebub is crazy, by the way. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think that one's making it to the battle pass, but trying to escape the pass in the corner right now. Finds a counter hit, far M for Hava.
Ooh, okay. Woo! You gotta hold that guard button, and what a challenge here from Havaniceday. Coast to coast carry, stripping all brave points.
There we go, safe jump, but can't safe jump the UDPs. Or actually you can, but in that particular instance you cannot. Just didn't recover fast enough. Alright, EX flip. Knocking on the doors with the 6XL. The shoulder tackle isn't enough. No diamonds for Ktang though. What are we gonna do with the meter? So scary. You know, Havaniceday has a UDP ready in case Ktang tries to go a little crazy.
Yeah, the chip is certainly imminent. Of course, we just sent it for a true block string into DP to make sure we get that finish.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Oh god, no, we're not getting Summer Beelzebub. I just had to double check to make sure. We are definitely not.
He's just gonna have like the floating sensor, man, or like a floating cloud just following him wherever he goes. Like that one's not making it.
Maybe
routine is not gonna survive.
Maybe it's like when June appeared in Tekken Tag 2, like it had all the oil all over the body. Maybe it's that.
Oh yeah, that's true. They're pulling up here for the bodybuilding show, but gradually we knocking away at the HP. 50% loss for Ktang. We have a super as well. Yeah, okay, just to get the diamond duck.
Love it. That's a ton of damage. That back throw. Cancels out though. Havaniceday with a substantial lead. I swear to God, Ktang.
I swear I thought I saw the far L come out from Havaniceday, but instead just waiting for the super. Havaniceday, one round away from winners finals.
I thought I saw a crouch M come out, which even still should have been able to snipe, but if that recovered fast enough, that's so unfortunate for Ktang.
Yeah, that's an 8-0 away from me, man. Okay, there we go. L slash, EXDP. Oh, and run up for the scoop.
Very brave stuff. Havaniceday certainly feeling themselves. That far heavy, of course, going to connect. Second hit with no follow-up, but sent the message.
Oh, yeah, no follow-up on the Goisha either, so Ktang taking the opportunity to challenge. Havaniceday, jumping straight over the 50-meter expenditure. No sets enough for you.
Oh, spend super here in the mid-screen. It does get that corner carry a little bit here. We'll split that brave point. Well, got one left, yeah.
Run up, tries to backdash for the shimmy, but Ktang holding on strong, knows this next interaction could be it for him. Not enough.
Called out here. It's blocks in the crouch M. Yeah, but chip territory now. There it goes.
The timeline tweet that was like, oh, problematic top 1 to problematic top 3 to nerfed into potential top 5 and then back to top 1. It was, you guys can probably find it on I think it was Virum's account, but we're heading into it. The other side of winners, top 8. We got Iago Garaitz versus Xerom, which is gonna be some Ferry versus Charlotta.
Gosh, it's been a minute since I've seen this matchup in particular. This is vanilla at its finest here. See how it plays out. Xerom still has those quick shutdowns here. That's the scary thing. Sending out GG when Charlotta is within range of Charlotta ball. Without resources to go for alt ball, it's a little riskier because of the spacing. Yeah. But still, that is a threat.
Ooh, there we go. Pick up for the whip. Side swaps here, but so many times Xerom just lets the jump out of the corner rock until somebody looks for that anti-air and tries to look for the 2-1-4U, but instead gets hit by the jump in.
Ooh, neutral jump will get rolled through, and Iago able to flip around and challenge right after. We've seen before that Xerom is willing to disrespect GG, and it looked like a same side, but turns out it was a cross-up.
Yep. Oh my god, the pickup off of the U-double strategy 2-0. I'm just a master of optimizing on the meter.
No kidding.
Battle 2. Engage.
Second round here, maximum range, and see that Charlotta ball, right? It could have been a GG setup. We would have ducked right underneath it. That range is certainly up right here. Side swap did work out in favor for Iago. There's the fuzzy, but not an activation fast enough from GG here to get the full extension.
Not quite. Oh, okay, we're gonna noble strategy right over the BC, but all these diamonds spent. We're gonna go for the SBA. Tries to look for the U-ball, the challenge, but still able to recover. It's coming back.
Look close to the wall here. You forgot. It came back, huh? The defensive awareness
Object
from
permanence
Xerom.
going crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, with the 6-6H pickup too. We send to the noble strategy once again. The chop from on high. RS for the pickup.
Helm Splitter calls out the up dog, and that will do. Xerom taking that first game.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
1-0 right now. Yeah, the immediate neutral super jump. Trying to see what Iago's looking for. Maybe something a little more committal. Far M, far 5H. But no. Instead, throws you right back out of the corner and jumps over too.
Chat, I got a confession. I'm watching Charlotta jump around and jump towards Ferry here, and I'm like, man, I would love to play 6 in this matchup. I feel like that's a good call. Empty hand over there, challenge it out. What do y'all think?
Yeah, imagine we saw the swap. Maybe not going to need it, though. Iago's still down to 50%. Go for a side swap here. Oh, no. Instead does routes into it. Might be.
What? Oh, the ult ball does connect. Thank goodness that it connected, because he would have bounced right back into that SBA if he didn't.
Oh, my God. We find that backdash on the slashes, too. Let's be damned, but still, now we're in chip damage territory. No green flash. No HP left here for Iago.
That also answered my question from earlier about if the guard cancel would remove super, it would not. So super would still linger.
Yeah, lots of good coverage here from Iago, but it's a good rounds from Xerom. Now it's set point. Oh, not quite far enough for the wall bounce. Tried to go for the 6-6H extension.
Wall bounce there.
Refund, still got 50 in the bank.
Yeah, it's
the
the
walk
setup
back
here,
to
trying to
you.
get the 5U. That's not a good look here. Helm Splitter does remove GG off the field, so we're okay here.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Tried to go for the close time to punish, but you were actually too spaced out, but spaced out perfectly for the 2-1 for you. Lots of damage left on the table, but Iago trying to stay right outside of chip damage territory. 50% catches you out of the normal.
That was supposed to be the dash M just to get the connection here. A little bit too far. Xerom with the spin to win. We'll connect against Iago, and you were just fighting for your life at that point.
We think about U-ball and we think about that Charlotta jump. So many things to have to worry about that stop you from going into that autopilot. But piloting ourselves down into the loser's side, we got losers top 8. Yoru Sensei versus Inochi. 2B versus Nier.
Yes, indeed. And again, this is going to be so fascinating in this version of the game here. We've seen this a handful of times on the side of Ladewaybac, which shockingly, Lade is not in this top 8. We'll get you a little surprise on the loser side here of things for the other bracket. But check it out. Exclamation point bracket to see who that is.
Yep.
Nice UDP out of the corner. Inochi in control.
Yeah, I like the immediate attempt to DP out of there, right? We saw the air stall from Yoru Sensei. Got you a little bit of space out of the corner, but Yoru brings you right back. 50% still available for this final hit.
Runs away. Guard cancel out. The correct thing to do, that jump in here, a sneeze away from death. See, look at that heavy. You got guard cancel back, and you're still recovering from the death call. That's all the opportunity for Yoru to press that heavy.
BC 5H got to be against the Geneva Convention, man. I'm telling you, the immediate reach, you try and scramble out, it's like, it's scary.
Hold on. That was Nier, all right? She
You're right.
had that coming.
It's true. You know, we're paying reparations right now, but still, how are we going to escape the corner? I'm trying to send it with a counter hit 5H, trying to hit these extended hurt boxes, but what to do?
2L is a great answer. Light damage here, but it's a great start for Yoru. We'll have one more sequence after this. Oh, wait a minute. Super will wrap this up. Nice and tidy.
Send all the pods. ABC on the SBA. That's game number 1, rather, for Yoru Sensei.
Believe in victory.
And this is about how I thought this matchup would constantly go with this recent change, right? Because now it's so much riskier to put out death in every single strike, taking death off the field. That's recovery time that you don't have death in your corner for you.
Yeah. And now even with death, right, we're just barely outside of that 50-meter threshold, so not able to go for the DP on Wake Up. Yoru Sensei finds another hit.
Oh! All right, pack it up. We're done.
That's how it goes, man. How else are you supposed to escape the corner, right? Aside from going for something a little crazy, we see a crazy $5 contribution from G-Tech. Thank you so much.
Let's get those battery codes used up. Most of you are in that top 8 with 26 codes left. There's 200 of us watching. That's only 10% of you need to claim those codes. Nice spot dodge.
Dodge on the 2F? Maybe looking for a death special, but still works out.
Yaru doesn't even press 5U for nothing. We got regular dodges. Didn't believe on the jump in. That's all right. Guard cancel to steal the turn, and no brave points for Inochi.
BC, no diamonds, yep.
Woo!
That's a good amount for Yoru. Yeah, still able to keep the pressure up, but now what do we do? So long until we have death back up. It's another 5 seconds. Are we going to be able to survive that long, though?
Here we go. Got the run-up throw. Watch it. They're super. Yep. And look, Yoru had the hardest reads throughout this entire set. I don't know how else Inochi could have played. Here we do have Versusia pulling up once again. A very rare sight to see in a top 8 for sure. But Versusia does have the damage output. It's huge.
She does.
It's her set play that gets a little tricky. And against Anila in particular, somebody who has a blessed dash H, like that is going to be terrified, because if you are a little bit too slow on the trigger in terms of her 5S or even down S as well from Versusia, you're going to get called out, wall bounce, full conversion.
Versusia, Anila, I'm sure you guys are, you have some characters in mind for what a top 8 looks like. Seeing these two down here, only one of them can make it out, and we're letting the intros rock.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
See it, the red versus blue, the Anila versus Versusia. On number 1, we try and send out the sheep, but trying to go for the counter zoning at that awkward, a little further than mid-screen range against Versusia. Definitely scary.
Locked in. Yeah, gotta watch out for those EX pillars. Trying to run through is normally a good answer. About like a 20-ish frame startup from regular pillars here, but EX pillar will certainly track you down. I'll try to get that conversion here. Not quite there. The 5U full send.
Send it. Yippee! Okay, the jump in. No check from Awesome.
Very brave press right there from Awesome. We'll be able to convert off this ult sheet.
Here we go, EX Sheep. The JL up against the wall here with the combo limit too. That was kind of cool routing, I gotta be real. Sweet jump.
Okay, too far for the raging strike. That's the double-edged sword of having blessedly long normals. Sure, you got that 2M that'll interrupt darn near everything, but raging strike is going to be too far away. But the super certainly not too far away from victory here. Good round.
Battle 2. Engage.
Let's see it run up, dash block. You're chilling me, send out the sheep call.
Whoa! Whoa! See what I say? The dash H, you gotta be so careful.
Nuclear bomb action here, catching you on that counter poke. Didn't want to spend the seal.
Crossed up. Yeah. There we go. Full sequence, back special. We can route into a couple more here. One more, send the super. Oh, goes for the setup instead. Okay.
Yeah, opting to go for the install there. And the buff, 100% available.
Understandable. I apologize for telling you to spend super earlier. You had the 2 touch on deck.
Yeah, I guess wanted to keep up the threat of the meter behind it for that last hit. But once we had the routing down, Ibis, 1 game on the board.
That's the beautiful thing about Versusia. If you haven't tried this character yet, just have a blast in the lab. Like, there's so many routes that you can take off of her combos to get upwards of, 9k to 10k damage depending upon her diamonds that the opponent has available. Okay, look, the setup. We're going to rebuild this in just a moment.
5v1 deck. I don't think we quite built up the 100, but I don't know if we're gonna need. All right, my fault. I didn't think we'd get that much meter. Oh my god.
Jace, what I do? You just saw the 2 touch. You saw another one again, but you didn't spend. That's a misinput. That was just misinput. Yeah, that's. I've done it so many times.
Yeah, we got the old skill instead of the actual super there. Would have been able to kill for Ibis, but you're in such a good spot to seal it out, right? You got UDP. We're gonna send it.
This character is a trip. I'm telling you, not an easy character to get this, this potency, right? Being able to be so consistent in these corner situations, very easy to call for like that 2-touch combo. It's so fun to do, but it's about getting to this position that makes it so tricky. Ibis gonna get pushed right back out. Awesome. Set up for the mid screen again.
Here we go. We got the slash, but no 5U buff. Tries to go for the throw, but whiff goes unpunished. Awesome. Trying to keep up this corner pressure here with the sheep call.
2-web interrupt, able to get that full screen install here. 5M poke again. Ibis with the conversion off the forward special. Back special, alt skill, who will convert this into that knockdown.
Ooh, and we sent it with the chip damage too. The EX pillar from Ibis sends Awesome home at number 7, but getting to see the Anila was absolutely money for these players, giving you such amazing Granblue action. So, Ktang versus Yoru Sensei for our next set. We got Narmaya versus 2B.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Yes, the way that Ktang likes to play, normally I would say there's no shot 2B gets out of this here, right? But look at this. Grenade is a strong start for Yoru. The way that we like to try to shimmy outside the range of Narmaya being able to challenge, especially with these medium buttons from 2B, can make it a little sketch.
Go, run up for the throw. Immediate BC from Ktang. Didn't want to hold that. Delay on the close L. Boom.
Right, just for the DP series here. Has to wait for those to cycle right back through. Guard cancels out again.
Yeah, we had plus wins up the U Setsuna. Didn't want to hold it. Instead, hold up here with the TK flip.
See, I'm not a believer in this game plan here from Ktang. I've seen a few games where Ktang does this, where we go for the slump, the restand, and just go for a 5L poke to reset for a throw potentially, which I feel like we could cycle into a full combo route, maybe last a little bit longer in that regard because you build up your abilities. You still got the route, still got victory. That's just my one critique. I see that. Like, I want to see the vision of it because so often it gets interrupted, it gets beaten out.
A lot of times, off the restand, I think the opponent doesn't recognize it, or maybe isn't quite used to seeing it, so they're like, oh, it's a drop on the combo, question mark? Let me see if I can interrupt, and let me see if I can interrupt the jump, and there we go, close heavy. Get to the side swap, too, with the flips.
Ooh, Mirage still found it here. It looked like Ktang just had a small misinput there, potentially, or we were just still active. It was very slow timing there.
Gosh. A little 6XL action, but finds the pickup off the U laser.
Coast to coast carry off of that. Try to get a 5U. Ktang not pressing.
Jimmy plus himself a TK flip. You tried to mash through. You believed in the throw, but instead Ktang throwing out the close L.
Super. Establishing a stronger lead here. Oh no, you shimmy too hard, Ktang. Yoru woke up with 2L. Converts with back EX special here. This is just a carry.
Shimmied a little too close to the sun. I thought we were going to get the interrupt there, but Ktang, late tech. Now your chip damage baits out the UDP. We said this so many sets ago. When you're in that chip damage territory, you're running up to try and threaten the meaty from your opponent, and they have that 50% available. You can't go for the safe jab, because even on block, it's going to kill you. You have to go for something crazy like the run-up spot dodge. So Ktang just barely takes the game.
It's such a gamble to even give up that opportunity, right? Because you showcase so many times that you're willing to dash up and attempt to throw or attempt shimmy here. And Yoru has been pressing every time. So it's okay to go for that spot dodge there because you have established that game plan from your opponent. So, raging chain. Too far. Good recognition there. Tried to gauge whether or not we get the extension right after the EX special.
Okay, plus frames off the pod, send it. Yeah, no real conversion there, and Ktang not afraid to use all the diamonds because we're gonna get one right back off of the super. Might even be able to kill with the drain. Let's see. Bro. I thought you would live with the sliver, but I gotta remember that 150% damage just does so much with no diamonds in the bank.
Good roll here. That's so difficult to roll. The medium special in particular is so fast, almost instantaneous.
Coming up for the reset off the dash cancel. BC send out the EXDP all the way from downtown, but caught out the extended hurt box. But Yoru caught you swinging.
Brings it right down to God's green earth in the back throw. Plus frames and says no more. Got the guard cancel out. Bombs away without any of those. No! Those brave points. It was supposed to be Ktang's opportunity to turn the tide, but that's a round for Yoru Sensei.
Yep. Still set point for Ktang, but could be one round away from tying it up.
Battle 3. Engage.
What do we see? Double neutral jump? No, instead the forward jump going right over the far H, but I mean, what are we supposed to do? It's a space out confirm. Not quite able to get the hit there, but we do find a 6-6L.
B&B sequence. What do we got here? See, this is the route that I would expect to see, right? The heavy, you may as well finish the combo routing here. You got your damage output. You're going to hold on for better positions instead of risking the opportunity of your opponent. Making a massive call out because they're missing this one here. Tried to get the guard cancel, but the way we're staggering these specials, Ktang on the cusp of victory will send it with a raging strike, a perfect to send it home 2-0.
Yeah, be trying to hold on to that space.
Yes, indeed, and we're going to see a little bit of an interesting high-risk, high-reward matchup in particular on the side of Iago versus Ibis. It will be Versusia against Ferry here. And this is going to get a little scary for Ferry in particular because those lingering hurt boxes on the medium and heavy are certainly going to be a threat, especially when it comes to grenade. We'll see how the whiff recovery works out. The stand medium, of course, is going to challenge at the ranges that Ferry usually feels pretty comfortable with a button like, say, 5L, for example.
Yeah, we let the intros rock. Man, Versusia's intros are so sick. I'm not gonna lie. Even the super animation, especially the SSBA with the arm after images after, is pretty sick here. But Iago, let's see it. What are we gonna do? Do we back up to the full screen? No, we get caught up by Pillar for that.
Early spot dodge here. But we were at a perfect position here to go for that max range. Able to avoid the, the hit grab. Nice spot dodge on Pillar. Nice spot dodge in the back EX ult special, but not able to challenge after.
Damn, Iago looking pretty comfortable, rotating the defensive options against Versusia, but still one mistake. Now you're up against the corner.
It's set up here. Too far away from 100% meter here, but the stagger pressure certainly helps. Yep. Man, she builds meters so fast. It's crazy.
That's what I'm saying, man. I remember that one interaction. I was like, I don't think you build 100 here. I was like, wait, what happened? BC for BC. Yep, we're chilling. Oh my God, 3 diamonds spent in 3 seconds. Love that DPS. We got GG set up as well for a little extra damage on the whip.
I mean, you have a life lead, you have a 100 meter, you have an install available. You can just block this out. Your opponent doesn't have brave points, no meter.
Yep. Walk it out. Spot dodge on the dash once again. 2M.
Nope, you can't dash through that. Yes, it does. You are not invulnerable when you use ult back special. You will get caught.
That's crazy work, man. Tried to send it, maybe looking for a counter poke there, but Iago just doing such a good job of maintaining the space control. Yes, at the full screen, it's a little... That was scary. I thought we were going to be looking for something, but I wonder how Versusia is with anti-airing directly above her head. I imagine she has a little bit of trouble there. Not as much trouble here finding the pickup off auto combo.
Yeah, it kind of hits a little low there when she goes for that 2H. It's kind of similar to like almost like Beatrix, but slightly better. Because the hurt box actually lingers a little bit behind her, a bit further than what Beatrix does.
I see. There we go, the pickups. Ibis here. SBA gonna put you at a sliver of health.
Stop. Yo, don't you forget it. Dash H for the finish.
Battle 3. Engage.
Move in the dirt. Now it's 1 round apiece. Fighting so hard just for this first game. Oh, and we charge on the whip too to try and catch out the spot dodge, but able to recover in time.
Go. Piece up there. Gets out 50% life lead and early dodge again, going for the medium grab.
There we go for the dive kick. Ibis is probably like, I don't know if this is plus or not, but I'm assuming with the way you set it up, it feels like it, right? So tries to dash out of the corner, but still gets caught out by Iago.
Max range here, just holds on to the GG.
Tries to throw bait with the run-up dive kick as well. Ooh. GG, my lad. Hold down the neutral.
Yeah. Especially the fuzzy guarding here from Ibis, like the uncertainty of what's the approach Iago's going to take.
Oh my god. And the jump in JL, right? Not even waiting for the detonation, saying, I know GG's got me on the way back down to lock you up for a final hit. Hey, Iago.
Yes, indeed. There's so much opportunity to interrupt some of these approaches because of the way the whip works out against some of these projectiles. Once EX Pillar's off the field, that's opportunity for Iago to close the gap a little bit to get in more favorable position. But this far heavy follow-up here will certainly have a substantial... Oh no, didn't finish the combo. It was going to be a lot of damage there.
Ooh, and we got 100 in the bank. This should be a clean kill for Ibis.
No! Combo limit. Spent too many specials there.
Okay, yes. I was going to say, it's still an uphill battle. We got a basically full health bar on Ibis' side, but the mental damage it would inflict to lose that round would be insane. And Darkness doesn't see the light just yet. Oh, okay, run up to 2U.
Jesus. Nice far ebb. Or crouch M, rather, excuse me.
Yep. Ooh, got to go for the 6XM here. Damn, and finally the hold on the whip is going to be able to catch on the spot dodge.
We've been using a lot of this ult back special here at every single time. Iago's ready for the spot dodge. I get it because it's going to be your turn to follow through with the second hit. But man, Iago's just so locked in on defense.
Oh, just trying to send out the far H. Play the spacing game, but we forgot about the pillar. I know we're also trying to look out for that dash, right? Has so much meter available for that U pull up. But pulled up right into the whip. Set point Iago.
One thing to consider too in these animations for dashing from Versusia, she does her start dash animation. It looks like you can't do a dash button sooner or until she actually starts that full run. You can do it at the same time as everybody else. Like that startup in particular, there is that dash L on.
Okay. Yeah, so a little bit more of a threat than we might think off of the startup, but no.
Yeah, because I wonder if that is visually bothering Ibis. Because visually it looks like you can't. Like you have to wait for that run, but that's not the case.
Yeah, exactly. You can cancel a little bit earlier than you might think. Trying for a 5U there. I wonder if that was a misinput on the whip because we saw it right after too. Whipping the JL, but we still got GG.
That's plus. Well, safe rather than plus.
Yeah, we're chilling. We got the 5U buff as well. BC out. Let's go, GG. TK dive kick. No, but Ibis holding on. Descent. 2-1 for you, Ender. Yep. Gets you one more 50-50.
Oh, no! If it was blocked, it would have been spectacular. Unfortunately, it's great awareness here from from Iago to be able to advance on to this next match, in particular against Ktang and losers semis. But before we get to that, winners finals with Havaniceday versus Xerom.
Yeah. We saw a lot of these final boss characters. Ibis killed it on the Versusia, but first time now we're seeing the Lucilius. Maybe really not believing in the Charlotta versus the Belial, right? But, for a man who has no equal, I know Belial off to a good start, though.
Here. Yeah, Lucilius is certainly substantial this patch. Like, it's spectacular to see Lucilius being able to play to their full extent in this patch in particular because they get sword levels much quicker than they ever used to. So it's not insane to see Lucilius hit level 5, but if your life ends up being erased before you get to that point, well, too bad, so sad, I guess. Nice call out with the 5U special.
Send it with the Blade Rift, but right in front of you, it's not going to save you from Havaniceday just sending out the Goetia.
Trying to bait something out here, and Havaniceday is just not having it. quite often we see those deep run-ins. Kind of the same principle applies here with the Crescent Moon Slash that we see from Narmaya. So do that deep run-in to try to bait out a reaction, go for Crescent Moon to try to counter it. Same idea applies here for that teleport.
Yep. There we go, close H starter.
Ooh. Teleport here.
Yeah. Immediate reset with the TP. Nothing found off of the 2L, but it's so safe coming out from Belial, right? Is that quick check? It's really big chilling.
Heavy start. It's overhead off the triple attack. All right, but the big jump in here. Xerom not quite ready for the anti-air, and that will follow through. Those crouch medium extension, just full combo into super.
Right, 100 meter available for Xerom. Are we going to spend it on the wake up? Nope. We're chilling. Hold the safe jump back out.
Surprised we didn't get for that anti-air here. It's a very awkward position. There was time to go for 2H, but Havaniceday just wasn't quite ready for it. The launcher 2U, max range. That is character knowledge right there from Xerom.
Yeah, I mean, this is a character you gotta lab out against, right? Was already so popular before the patch, and now so many folks thinking, all right, this is a good pocket character at least to have, right? But, all right, 2H in the pocket for the counter hit. Big pickup for Xerom.
Oh my goodness. Just goes for the immediate 5L. Not going to get that damage mitigation that you would off Dasha like this one.
Pick up here for Xerom. One more hit. Still pretty long on the cooldowns, but 2L off the Raging Strike. Xerom takes game number 1 with the Lucilius.
I think we only hit level 4 one time, and it was at death anyways. Like, we didn't even get to see the potency of it. Level 1 already built up here thanks to that back special.
Yep. It's funny, you live quick, you die quick. Either way, gonna spot dodge right on through to try and escape that 5H.
Actually, the medium. SKXDP though, corner position, see what we have. Just stand L into throw.
5H Goisha tries to go for the UDP, but Havaniceday just waiting it out, staring at the meter. Speaking of, we got Raging Strike Super. Should be the kill here. The sword straight on through. Body back confirmed. Round up for Hava.
Good answer back here, but don't count Xerom out yet. I mean, last game was really strong start. I do like this call in the down special here from Havaniceday. The moment Lucilius disappears, like, all right, time to pump the brakes. Where are you coming from?
There we go. Tried to go for the empty jump throw. Clean tech coming out from Xerom, though. Scraps off the TP, so Hava goes for the BC. Yeah, we have that super waiting, right? So we're trying to even out that BP situation, but Xerom finds the hit out of the corner.
Was able to get the air hit there. That's unfortunate. A little bit too high up, but got this opener. Tons of resources on the table here in terms of ult skills.
Yeah, don't care about the H-Blade Rift.
All the resources in the world to you. Didn't extend it with Raging Strike. It was too far away for it.
Yeah. I wonder if we could have gone for UTP to try and find that last hit, but now it's one touch each. We have Goisha to worry about. We have Blade Rift too. So scared about a TP shot. He felt that one in his bones, man. He's like, I'm a round up and 1 HP. I got a dream and an easy input DP. Not quite gonna work out though. 1 round apiece.
Not finding anything, but the far heavy certainly will. Full corner combo available.
Yep.
Oh, we set this. We're trying to build up for the meter. Didn't quite get there, so we got the EXDP instead.
Speaking of the DP, we send the U version coming out here from Xerom. Not able to side swap out here, but at least you got the meaty Blade Rift. Not gonna work though. Havaniceday with a clean kill. We see that full bar. Absolutely the kill. Both of you back to Charlotta. Does Havaniceday have a Charlotta like that? I'm sure, you know, he plays like every character in the cast at this point. Like, he's had enough time to learn them, but I don't know. Trying to Charlotta mirror against Xerom might not be what we want, right?
We're just trying to give a game. Just trying to give a game to both sides here. Go back the first and do both you change characters right now. Positioning dash L. Up to level 2 though. Void at the discounted time here into the true Granblue territory. Once you hit level 3 though, Xerom starts playing regular Granblue with this Lucilius.
Big chillin', we find the hit grab, and I mean, even if we send it, right, we're so safe. -4, not able to find a punish off of it, so it's really not a bad button to just try and check some of these advances out of the corner.
Ooh. Final interrupt. H does get challenged out. Xerom really trying to find a normal that will help us out of the corner. Jump M, crossed up, better positioning. A couple backdashes with no anti-air. Sees far mediums, does interrupt the approach from Havaniceday with a good back special to come through.
Yeah, ultimate blade rift, just so many plus frames, so we just get that free jump in. But speaking of the free jump in, tried to anti-air with a 2H, but Havaniceday ends up on the other side.
Super strong lead here. Still a bit of turnaround. Xerom though down to 1 level, not quite getting to the territory that we need to be at to really start cycling through these options here. It's almost like we're playing the previous version of Lucilius, not quite playing the current, because you can get these levels really quickly. It's still effective.
Run up here, trying to play the spacing game once again. That situation on both sides, just going for the safe hit grab.
No break points here either for Xerom. Oh, so close to chipping out. 5. Nuh-uh.
Oh, spot dodge on the SSBA, saw the plus frames off the Goetia and said, surely you try and keep your turn up. But Havaniceday ready to give it up to get the round in the end.
God, what a hard call out right there. We were so close to just chipping out in general here, so I'm surprised that Xerom spent the SSBA right there. Could have gone for another ult potentially here just to try to get to the chips territory.
There we go, 5HH.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
the 2L pickup too?
Yeah, that was actually pretty crazy. I don't think I've seen a Belial do that. Like, you could have done, I guess, EX Asmodeus, but not quite get the kill. Here, you certainly get the kill. And Havaniceday up 2-1 in this winner's finals.
Or Havaniceday really said, yeah, I can do EX Asmodeus. I can do it to close out the round and the game here. 2-1.
You know what was crazy is that Goetia was right in the correct position, just unfortunately just not like luck enough.
No, man. Okay, we got the pickup off Asmodeus. 50% available for Hava.
Jeez, quite the spot dodge here. Sits right on top of the disc setup too, but unfortunately gets crossed over. Havaniceday with that jump install and the max range EXDP. One the guard cancel on that corner here, but down to 1 brave point.
6XM. Check the toes. About to be 100 on both sides. No, Xerom just spends it.
We should have our level 3.
Blade Drift, no challenge from Havaniceday. Not trying to get frame trapped out here, especially when you're one touch. Pick up with this scoop. Didn't even need the level 5 extension there off of the hit grab.
Not bad at all. All right, so Xerom with that round up here. Trying to tie it all up. Jumping heavy, though, from Havaniceday. Stop the short. Got full expenditure here. Got that DP for damage.
Yeah, drop of the Goetia there. Maybe trying to go for something cheeky.
Certainly was. Raging strike into chain. Ult to extend a little bit further.
Ooh, yeah, immediate BC on the close L. Send it. Just stand right in the blade rift. You want a 6XL so bad. Oh, yeah. If we went for the M version there, might have been able to get an anti-air pickup, but instead just opting for the H.
What? That
TP for TP?
Yeah, down special would have worked out with plus frames, but Havaniceday with the side swap. Final brave point. Guard cancel, we only have level 2. These specials are going to take a long time. I can't believe this is so fascinating that this entire match, Xerom's really only floated around the level 3 stock on swords.
Yeah. Yeah, waiting for that Blade Rip to come back up. But in the meanwhile, we got ult Goisha.
Oh, no!
Now we're in Chip David's territory. Why did you send it? A miscalculation from Havaniceday. Send it with the LDP. No.
It was just a brief lapse in paying attention to the resources on the opponent's side of things here, because that light DP was not going to finish in the chip. You only just put Xerom into chip with that sequence. Goisha would have been far better served.
Yep. We got EX Asmodeus. We'll pick up here from Havaniceday. 2 games apiece here, so final game in winners finals. But we back right up with the backdash.
About even Stevens here. Plus frames on the special, yeah.
Yeah. Tried to send it with the far end, but immediately the UDP on minus range. Xerom said, I really want to put you in this corner, man. Again, a lot of these run-up backdashes, but Xerom taking the opportunity. We see shades of the Charlotta, right? Saying, all right, if you're going to give me space, I'm just going to jump right in. Dude, that's scary, right? We got the Blade Rip right in front of you, but we still challenge. Oh?
2L, are you kidding me? Alright, there we go. Far M to finish the job. Havaniceday on match point.
Battle 2. Engage.
Run up, 6-6 elf in the round start. For Havaniceday, so we jump in right after the Goisha. Tries to go for the 2H, but Havaniceday this entire set has been doing such a good job of varying the spacing of where we're starting that jump. So is it going to end up on the other side? Is it actually just going to whiff entirely? Are we going to claim those last codes? I believe so. BC on deck.
Got the medium launcher here. That forward special. Trying to get a deep cross up here, but we're holding guard button. Opens up on heavy start. You said this.
Age into the super. Oh, we saw what's left of that HP. We know how this one goes. Send the sword straight on through. It's the kill for Havaniceday. The Lucilius did in fact have an equal in this winners finals, because for plus frames that you have to look out for, even, you know, some of these BC baits, you know, knowing that we're so content with just using these diamonds, especially at this early, you know, into the round interactions. But still relatively early in the losers side. We got losers semifinals, our final first of 2 of the evening. Ktang versus Iago.
See, yeah, quick snipe there. Maybe expected to run up for that 2U, and Ktang is going to go for the sets now, especially ult sets to get the crumple state, close the gap, but up dog. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, damn, the challenge didn't even let GG get a chance to rock.
Two runs here, pull it right back in. Oh, while rising will finish it. Even though they lessen the damage from that, that's not a big deal at that life point there.
Battle 2.
All right, round up for Iago there. It's a scary situation, right? A lot of times we're seeing the JL so often early on from Iago just to put it on the brain, and then a lot of times, do we need to represent the low? No, we just know we have the threat of it, right? And then we start baiting out the DP on GG setups.
Absolutely. The corner, a little bit of an early end right there. Maybe could have extended further, but we do hold on to abilities for that. We already have that 50% life lead, so it might have been okay to set out early.
Yeah, didn't want to have to hold the 2-1-4U afterwards, but still gets a GG setup. A lot of challenges coming out from Ktang here, right? Just saying, all right, I've been watching these matches while waiting for my own. I'm not going to let you get away with a free GG, but we get away with the Raging Strike, and with no diamonds in Iago's side, we can't BC it.
And that was just a straight heavy to finish the job. You may as well have taken the bat from Super Smash Bros. And hit that.
Oof. Oh no, tried to spot dodge through, but Iago has been doing a really good job of being aware of, okay, they're looking for spot dodge, they're looking for rolls, let me just charge up the whip, make them feel bad about using the defensive mechanic.
Shots, that's a D prop. I thought a throw was coming for sure, but I forgot it's not Kai Kisuke on the screen, that's Ferry.
I'm trying to think if either of these characters really have a stun dipper, right? But no real low action here, no low damage. Iago more than enough to kill. Didn't even need the up dog. It is game 1 for Iago.
You could say that Narmaya has a Fudre arc.
But that's actually true. I'm not gonna lie. Like, and it's guaranteed shock state if you use the EX version. Like, I could see it.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
All right, we're gonna be seeing game number 2 here. The immediate forward jump from Ktang, maybe trying to go over far M or 5H, but Iago catches you out with the whip.
Those are medium sets now. Interesting. Thought it was gonna cross up, and unfortunately, same side.
Yep. Run up, tries to shimmy with the backdash, maybe inspired by Hava. He's doing that so many times in the previous set, but off of the TK flip, we go for BC. And off of BC, we go for DP.
Oh! Stagger light into the heavy counter hit here. Get that crumple state. Again, just follow through on the combo sequence. Please! Thank you!
Yep. There we go, smoke out with the 5 Ls.
Gee whiz. Yeah, let's finish that with the 2H. That will do. Yeah, just that second crumple state, you know, a little bit to get close to the finish line, to be much more of a threat. Certainly what's going to kill. Gotta be careful on that meter expenditure as well. There we go, crumble. We'll follow up. Got our launcher.
EXDP ender, walk up menacingly. Okay, I like the challenge with the far L, right? Of course, a little bit slower on Ferry's side, but able to challenge, you know, these shimmy attempts.
Right. Strike here, at the very least, trying to get out of the corner. We succeed, and Ktang utilizing that guard button here. Oh, did you try to DP that? You certainly
I'm trying to see.
Slide dog?
The cooldown I saw was the flip cooldown. Now, whether that's a missed input or off of getting crossed up, hard to say, but either way, Ktang waiting for that 50 to come back up, well, just barely at 40%.
Yeah, absolutely right. That teleport would have been sick, though, if you would have sniped that out. Oh, gosh, that's the DP, and that, unfortunately, will be around here. Iago on match point.
Man, Iago just has such a good read on when these players are feeling, okay, I've held enough GG setups. I gotta remember that I have DP. My guessing games, maybe not doing the most right now. I'm just waiting for the DP each time, but there we go. At least GG buys us a little bit of space.
Ooh. It's all right. It's for corner push here, though. I've got the wall rising buttons to come through. Wall rising light.
Oh, tried to shimmy 2-1 for you. Didn't quite work out. TK flip, and we tried to challenge, maybe thinking Ktang was going to throw. Throwing out a strike is what we're doing. You didn't know about negative edging until a few days ago? I don't know. Iago seems pretty comfortable with it for a few days of practice. I got to say, these GG detonations are doing so much work, but just barely not quite active enough to get the confirm as you land. 2M, hold the whip, but no spot dodge coming out from Ktang. Knows it might be lethal.
I can't believe y'all exchanged high fives for the victory. That was crazy. How long did your negative hit?
There we go. No sketches. It's the full illustration. We got losers finals, our penultimate set of the evening. Xerom versus Iago Garaitz. This run back here of the Charlotta versus Ferry.
2-0 lead on the side of Xerom. The last time these two crossed paths. Still have Charlotta pulling back up to the stick here.
Believe in victory.
Let's see how this plays out here. How do you fight Ferry Havaniceday? That's a great question. I think
that really is a great question, man. When I find that, I'll let you know, man. I don't know. Let's see if Xerom is able to stop you from having to figure that out just yet.
EX hands. I wonder, maybe we thought a low attempt, or maybe we thought there was going to be a button press from Iago that we'd be able to capitalize on, but Xerom, unfortunately, full stop after noble strategy.
Far L, backdash. Let's see if Xerom goes for something a little crazy. Nope.
One position here. Very scary. Still got our back throw. Guard canceled. Steals the turn back again. Ooh. Definitely not your turn after alt hands, that's for sure.
No. There we go. You think I would spend 50 meter to be minus in your face? Hell no. No, we're chopping on through with a noble strategy. I like the idea of the air-to-air from Iago, but not going to work out. We're in the corner for it too. And the mashup.
Okay. Oh, 5U on GG just bounces off into the sunset. 2U set up here. Things are not looking like Xerom's favor right now, as Iago added up on those straight hits alone, but Xerom's certainly going to capitalize on this single hit into corner carry for Super. Lead has been established.
Yep. Ooh, there we go. Caught the backdash here. Saw that, you know, as these sets have been progressing in the top 8, a couple folks leaning more and more into that backdash, though. Just waiting. The stagger catches you out for game number 1.
Spot dodging here. Expecting a quick little hit grab. Not going to work quite yet. Noble strategy. Excellent timing once we recognize the special is coming out here for the hit grab.
Yep. Oh, there we go. Whiff on the triple attack, but still ends up landing in the corner. BC out. Yeah, it's fine to just send out the U-ball, right? You're just looking for a timing to try and look for this counter poke and then so much damage off the wall bounce, but ends up staying safe otherwise and finds a hit after anyway.
Oh, God. Okay. It was a wrap right there. You didn't have Super, you did have DP. Chip was imminent.
Ooh. Tried to start up the whip, but off of the clash, right? We're just going to ball right through.
Yep. And that's the trick of 5U there. If you're a little bit too close to the projectile that gets parried, you do get pulled right into that.
A lot of hands reset into the low off the noble strategy. UDP, get off of me. There we go. Space out 2U. We're big chilling. We are not chilling. We're not chilling.
It's not okay. I'm in danger.
Alert. Red alert, man. Sending it out with the blue stuff. The U skills from Xerom. Once again, right? The optimization. Any meter situation, especially up against the corner, man. It's 2-0.
Back here. Oh, tried to spin right into a counter hit, but got spun into death here for a second. That corner position. GG to extend a bit further. Massive amount of opportunity. Does erase GG, but you still get that punish.
Oh no, but drop on the close M there. Really unfortunate for Iago. Might have at least been able to put Xerom into the one-touch territory. I gotta hold this against noble strategy. UDP out.
Dash M for the overhead. So misleading how far that actually reaches.
Oh, that just to land into it anyway. Sends out the round start whip. And again, the whip off of the clash. So the last time we saw that, the ball just ended up going right through, but at that spacing, able to slow down right into it.
Cancels out. Get away from me.
Between you and me. Oh my god, it keeps you locked down too, but we're not going to fall for the 6XM twice. Ready, Iago. Let's see if we can get that hit. Don't even need it, though, to recover the BP. Dog. Oh, tried to go for close H there. Ended up coming out as the far version. That's a big whiff.
Block here. Very scary to stand up against noble strategy, too. We haven't seen the throw quite yet from Xerom, though. Off the wall. Nope, not quite getting the full extension for the close heavy.
The delay on that spot dodge, too, knowing that Iago was looking to charge up that whip. And the spot dodge on the 5U, too. 2-1-4U. So spaced out.
This is scary with no break points on either side. Xerom is not far away from victory. Will get the meter here for the sequence. Spends it on ult, and it will still get the kill.
Only one hit away, a heartbreaker from Iago. No diamonds to your name to escape. Now it's set point. Xerom really wants that grand finals run back. Trying to send something. Yeah, so many times this L ball, the whip right in front of Iago's face, has been trying to challenge, but hasn't been working out recently. So now Xerom feeling more comfortable sending it out once again.
Ooh, no, that's so unfortunate. Trying to design the Christmas tree in this winter wonderland, and Xerom chopping it right down to advance right back into grand finals against Havaniceday.
Just to make sure we're not getting extra chip, extra turns off of these charge whips. And now we're headed into a grand finals like we saw on the winner's side. Rocking the Lucilius, does not want to run Charlotta into this Belial, but Havaniceday sitting pretty in the winner's side. Again, Xerom needs to win twice before Hava wins once to be able to reset the bracket and take it home.
Yes, indeed. Medium and converts it into a couple back specials here already at level 2. Good start for Xerom, very quick. Stacker pressure here. Still has that 10-second cooldown, needs one more level and we start playing that Granblue proper.
Yep. Yeah, just think on the far M's, think on the blade rifts. Really safe ways of trying to build up this blade level, but oh no, as safe as you played, still gets caught up on the frame trap here on Hava's side.
Evens the tide in terms of health here. That throw for the corner position, very deep, jump heavy.
Oops. Okay, flash the stance, gets a little bit of extra blade. Trying to see how much Hava is playing respectfully of this corner pressure, but still jumps his way back in.
79% on that SBA gauge. The crouch medium. Not quite finding the target, but able to spot dodge the alt blade. Spend an alt alone here. Yeah. Tried to go for the guard cancel, but that jump in far too deep. Able to go for the low.
Yeah, it's an awkward timing to try and go for it, right? You see the jump after the Goisha, and you're thinking, oh, I need to do this late enough that it's actually going to catch you out of the jump and not just be jumped right over. But it's easier said than done. Overhead option coming out from Havaniceday.
Oh god, walked into the Asmodeus. That's not a good look here. Sat right underneath the Goisha, but gonna get scooped up here.
XDP out, 100 meter for Hava. Really haven't built up a lot of blade level because Havaniceday has just been running right in Xerom's face.
He might get the far medium, too far for a conversion here, but nice ult skill.
Oh, we did -4 and to spend 50 for the DP. Make Hava feel a little uncomfy about trying to take your turn when you have that 100 meter.
Spot dodge fortunate enough to block here. Just defend.
Trying to send out the ultimate Ibis, not going to work. The clean jump in from Hava.
Okay, wait a minute.
Like
yeah,
super.
far medium? Absolutely.
Good for the sliver though. Then the swords.
Great conversion there. Have a nice day, especially considering the spacing.
Just pressuring with the lights. A little too well.
Ooh!
The recall to call out the spot dodge from Xerom too, right? That follow-up saying, all right, I know you're ready for layer 1, but layer 2 is right behind you. Nothing personnel, kid.
That was straight up Green Goblin first Spider-Man film.
That's what I'm saying, man. The mask calling out to you from the corner of the room. Not quite the corner of the screen, though, but we're back here in the mid. Backdash, right away from that 2M.
Your clash with stand end there. 2U able to convert just a little bit further with that back throw. Better positioning.
We did whip TP throw. Maybe looking for attack in case we were just a little bit too late on it.
2H anti-air able to convert this. This is a huge opportunity here for Xerom. Sending it with another Brave Strike Raging Chain.
All right, now we're in chip damage territory. Scary, just looking for any special to send it. We have level 5, right? These cooldowns are so quick, but why use the special when we got the 5M?
3-second cooldown once you hit that level 5 territory. It's the greatest spot to be. You start to be as fast as Versusia on recovery there.
Yep. Insane work when you send out the DP. Slashes through with the 2U. Immediate challenge after. Yeah, I think the M version on block is, I think it's punishable if I'm not mistaken, but it looks exactly like the H version, which ends up frame trapping you. So bold mash coming out from Hava, but a little bit of delay there.
Light to connect here, and yeah, beautiful side swap from Havaniceday. That'll be corner carry. Just a regular Asmodeus, doesn't have enough meter for super, so we don't extend.
Spot dodge through the U blade rift, but still, you gotta worry about the Xerom right behind. Spend that last diamond.
A big gamble here on the side of Xerom. Controls the position, does get the throw because we are not in block stun here.
Ooh. Nice. I like the use of the stance and the swing just to make sure we get into that level 5. For these cooldowns, it's not about the damage, it's just about having the availability of the skills. No confirm off of the lights, but we run up for a far L. Xerom ties it up.
Very close set here, just like it was on the winners finals side of things. Did go 3-2, so we're probably expecting another back and forth scenario between these two. The command grab.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen that this set yet, right? Just pull up with the 5H command grab, keep you on your toes.
Not in this set. Certainly was thrown out in the last set, but this one in particular is the first time we're seeing.
Pick up into the hit grab, brings you right back down to earth.
Yeah, converge this here because we weren't going to get a follow-up on the triple attack, unfortunately, due to that spacing on the dash L.
Yeah, we blocked out the BC. Didn't want to go for our own, right? Because that would put Xerom at the 0 diamond situation. It was fine just holding on to some plus frames. We still have to fight our way back out.
Woo! All right, playing regular Granblue, now up to level 4. About to hit this level 5. 3-second cooldowns are imminent.
Here we go. No follow-up on the Goisha, even on the whip. Have a nice day. Not going to catch out the spot dodge, and the M slash isn't going to catch out the combo. Oh. I'm scared. It could be one touch either side, especially with the SSBA available for Hava.
Nice call out here. Close, heavy start. Just to finish the job.
We've seen a lot of these end-of-round EXDPs coming out. Synced up the brain cell for a little bit there. Goisha for the Blade Rift, the double neutral jump. We've seen a lot of these ambitious EXDPs coming out from Hava, and it's hard to say on my end, you know, thinking, is this panic, or are we just having too much fun with it, right? We know we're ahead in the winner's side. Got a little bit to lose here.
Yeah, sometimes that is the risk, but we've seen also Havaniceday make that deep, in the winners finals game, particularly that deep run-up EXDP just to try to call for chip, and it didn't work out there. So just keeping it front of mind that Havaniceday is about that life, maybe?
What I'm saying.
Cancel, not going to come out here from Xerom. I think we're just going to be patient with the ult Goisha here. Be careful. Ooh.
Yeah, jumps back out, but that button doesn't end up hitting cross-up. Oh, no, but this ends up hitting on the punish. Run up for the 6XL up that space. Blocked UDP. Oh, the quarter carry, we're getting off of it, too.
Combo here. Got the backdash, trying to call out a whiff throw. Xerom very stoic on defense. The 2U setup.
Through JH, BC, one diamond apiece, but we find the hit here for Xerom.
All right, perfect spot to be. 3-second cooldowns at this level 5. We are at end of life. 9 seconds left.
Range, 8 seconds on the clock.
Heard that hurry up, and you start to notice here Havaniceday will just fully respect the positioning. 1 second left on the clock. Let's take that round.
I mean, what are you supposed to do with Xerom there, right? Yes, you have all your cooldowns. Yes, you have the meter, but you know Hava is just looking for a DP to walk it back out. Barely anything in the mental stack when all you have to do is wait the timer.
Ooh. Yeah, because even if we sent the ult disc, right, the ult special from Lucilius,
yeah,
I mean, you're still sacrificing so much. You're not locking down the position of Havaniceday for long enough here to close the gap full screen. So great call from Havaniceday to recognize the situation. Goes for sword charge. I dig it, because what else can you do?
And a stance anti-air, the little slice back down. Yeah, pretty clean from Xerom here, but Havaniceday quickly evening up the life lead. Jump on over, cross up JM.
Position once again here. Locks here, no guard cancel. Does get the dunk. Very close. Does get the level 3. Put it right back in. Still our turn.
Safe on the hit grab. At least just trying to build up some blade levels. Oh yeah, now we send it with the meaty H-Blade Rift.
Back light. Roll from Havaniceday. The active defense working out so well, but these anti-airs, quick stance position, that forward light special.
We're just barely outside of the chip damage range, but I don't know. I don't think you're outside of the range to die to this SSBA. We sent it with all the swords in the arsenal straight through. That's another game for Havaniceday.
Finals here, either we ended out here Or Xerom just locks in for these next 2 games. Do we continue with Lucilius, or do we opt for a Charlotta pick here? Is likely on the table. I mean, again, though, the last game went back and forth here, so Xerom still locking in with this Lucilius.
Yeah, I guess just holding on, at least for this reset point, right? Believes in the Lucilius. Maybe thought for a second, man, do I go back to old reliable on the Charlotta? But, you know, he made this swap for a reason for this matchup, right?
Yep.
Want to, you know, have to refresh the muscle memory going into game number 4, but still 50% HP down and spent all the meter you had just on a DP.
First grab here from Xerom.
Yeah.
Not the level grab, just, ooh, too far away from the white there.
Yeah, look, already 30 seconds into the round, but so behind on building up that blade level. Havaniceday just keeps you locked down. The ultimate Asmodeus. Good jump, baits out the BC, but not quick enough to recover in time. Or to punish in time, rather. Now we send out the Blade Rift.
Throw. Certainly a throw.
Back, right?
Hey, it's so terrifying because without these Brave points, it's going to make it all the more difficult to spot dodge and the ult Asmodeus.
This is scary. You don't want to get caught in the backdashes, especially when you know Hava has the ultimate Goisha already. But the follow-up, didn't want to spot dodge just in case we got caught up by the recall, but just stays right on top of you so that, oh man, we chipped you out.
Yep, the first 2 hits blasting away at what health we had remaining in the spin, closing it off for the chip. Xerom has that corner position. Oh, nice interrupt here with the stand medium.
Yeah, nothing found off of the far M though. Didn't believe in the hit. For Hava, counter hit doesn't get you too much. Ooh. Alright, far M, send out the Goisha, 2U. Perfect spacing, but Havaniceday wakes up with the 2U. Or with the UDP, rather. Oh. Just rolled right through the 5H?
Hey, that's not bad, right? You still got the recovery option here, but wasn't able to get a finish, or a challenge rather in particular. Locked it in. The medium, no jumping here.
Locked in, we got the axe swing. A little bit of blade level built up. Cooldown shouldn't be too bad right now. Scary, not trying to throw out a button in case we find the anti-air.
Ooh. Tries to go for shoot. He does get our throw here.
Yeah, throw for throw. Yeah, just looking to build up that blade level safely. Stance is such a low cooldown on it, scary. Thought we were gonna shimmy one more time, but ends up going for frame trap option. Caught out with the 2M.
That's enough to carry the finish. The Raging Strikes 3-1. Have a nice day. And how unfortunate. That